Man who says he was sexually abused as a child by a Florida priest is speaking publicly for the first time in Sarasota today. This is part of a decades-old sex abuse case. Investigators say Father Leo Riley faced allegations in Iowa back in the 1980s, just before the church transferred him here.
Riley is currently assigned to a church in Port Charlotte, and as 8 on Your Side investigator Brittany Muller shows us, one of Father Riley's alleged victims is speaking out and suing him.
A 32-year-old man says that he was sexually abused by Father Leo Riley in the early to mid-2000s. This is after Riley was transferred from Iowa to Florida to serve as a priest. Tragically, this is part of a larger issue within the Catholic Church and one we've seen before. It's a scandal that continues to unravel.
As a child, I attended St. Charles School in Port Charlotte, where Father Leo Riley repeatedly abused me for years.
The widespread child abuse within the Catholic Church. This man does not want to share his name, but wants to speak out on camera about what happened.
I never told anybody back then. He said that if I told, he would do to my sister what he was doing to me. I buried these memories very deep, but I couldn't keep them buried forever.
But all of those memories came rushing back 2 days ago when 68-year-old Leo Riley was arrested at his Southwest Florida home. He's been charged with capital sexual battery.
When they started coming back in flashes and nightmares, I knew I needed to do something so that Riley would not hurt anyone else. I'm standing here now on behalf of myself and anyone else who is a victim of Leo P. Riley.
Investigators say Riley had been serving as the associate pastor at the Resurrection Church in Dubuque 4 decades ago. In 2015, the first alleged victim in Iowa came forward. At that point, Riley had already been transferred and was working at St. Charles Borromeo Church in Port Charlotte for 13 years. Police say 3 other men in Iowa also came forward, reporting Father Riley sexually abused them as altar boys from 1984 to 1986. Riley is currently assigned to San Antonio Catholic Church within the Diocese of Venice.
The people with the power to do something about this higher up in the diocese or archdiocese or even above that need to make sure that there is a no-tolerance policy for this.
Attorney Damian Millard filed this lawsuit on behalf of his client in 2020 against Riley, St. Charles Borromeo, and the Diocese of Venice. The diocese says when it became aware of the allegation against Riley last May, he strenuously denied the allegation, and Bishop Duane immediately placed Father Riley on administrative leave, pending the investigation that was to be conducted by the Archdiocese of Dubuque. But Millard says that statement is misleading.
Why was Father Riley permitted to remain in his position with access to children for nearly 3 years after my client became the second person to allege sex abuse by him, filed a lawsuit, and had sworn to it under oath?
Millard says his client reported what happened to him to the state attorney's office in 2020. He says the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office is now investigating. Sheriff Bill Prummel shared this statement. It is likely that there are more victims, and I encourage them to come forward so that we can make sure this type of heinous thing does not happen to anyone else here. It doesn't matter when it happened, but what does matter is that the truth needs to be shared and justice needs to be served.
If you were abused by this man, you are not alone. There is help available to you.
Riley is now facing 5 counts of capital sexual battery and is awaiting extradition to Iowa. If you are a victim or know anything about Father Riley, call the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office immediately. Reporting in Sarasota, I'm investigator Brittany Muller, 8 on Your Side.
And if you have something you'd like Brittany to investigate, call our 8 on Your Side helpline at 1-800-338-0808.